Hey everyone, welcome to On a Mission. We're rocking out tonight. Welcome. I'm Emily May. I have Veda here with me, and
Hello.
we're here for another episode of On a Mission. I'm very excited. That opening always gets me so excited.
Yes. I mean, it's so cool to see so many clips, but then with the song and everything, like it's like a little hype up video. I love it.
It is. It gets
Who do
us
we got in the chat? We got
ready.
Michael, we got Lisa, Front Row, of course. Front Row, thank you for doing the podcast with me last week. Thank you.
Yes,
Was that last week? Oh my
that was
god.
last week. I know.
Ezra, all right,
It's
Davis,
been a minute. It's
Tony,
been a minute.
Matthew. All right.
I missed you, Veda. I missed you.
Yes. And
I'm
I
glad
am
to be back.
And I'm so glad that we are doing this interview tonight with Christina Marie because I kind of feel like, based on what we've been seeing on social media with Tiffany and Christina, that if we didn't get her on here, like she was going to just conduct her own on a mission style rant.
Exactly. I
Because,
feel
like,
like
this is
she was gonna.
escalating quickly.
It's really escalating quickly. Everyone in the chat, we are going to have the courageous one, Christina Marie, on tonight, and so hold tight as we get her on. But if you've seen social media, like Veda said, there was two incidences of first it was Tiffany attacking Christina, and then now Christina attacked Tiffany. And there's so much going on ahead of this huge championship match.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it says a lot too about Christina and about Tiffany. We're used to Tiffany talking trash. We're used to Tiffany, but I don't know. I didn't necessarily expect this challenger to step up like this and, like, literally stepping up, like, backstage at other events and things
Yeah,
like that.
I
Like,
mean, have you seen a moment like that happen, Veda, where you're at a
yeah.
show or you're at training and some big fight happens?
And it's not, well, like, yeah, usually it's about, like, something that's happening right then. It's usually not about a championship match that's happening in a whole other promotion a
Yeah.
month later.
Hmm.
So, yeah, this is already. I was almost said this already reached the boiling point, but that was a different show.
That was
That was a
August
different show for
show. We're
us.
going into Thriller because it will be thrilling on
It
October
Tony
21st.
Justice wants to know, is the Mission Pro parking lot safer than the NXT parking lot? Okay, so this is my first time at this venue. I need to know that I can safely walk through the parking lot,
Um,
you guys.
so Veda, there is a very, very large parking lot that surrounds the building.
Okay, not good.
It is
Not
not a
good.
normal parking lot. If anyone has been at the Salvation Army Mission Corps in San Antonio, the location we're at is it is kind of a giant church, and so there's a big parking lot, and
Okay.
there's the
I'm
gymnasium where
nervous.
the show is at, but it you have the back parking lot and there's a field too, so be careful of fields.
I don't know. I don't want, like, Blair Davenport or Tiffany Nieves or anybody, NXT
It's okay.
or Mission Pro, jumping me in the parking lot.
No,
So,
no, we'll
terrifying.
protect you. I mean, I don't know why you're trying to get in trouble, Veda. I don't know why
Okay,
anyone would jump you.
unfortunately, though, we're gonna have to just hope and pray that Tiffany and Christina can make it to the ring to have this championship
Oh, we're
match.
gonna have to have
Like,
separate locker rooms. Like we're gonna be like,
seriously.
you're over there and you're over there at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
and it's
As
a
you can
title
see,
match.
it is a title match. As you can see, everyone, there's been so much discussion online. Eh, this match, this championship match on October 21st, we're going to be live on Title Match. Again, get those tickets, missionprowrestling.com. Sign up for Title Match Network. If you are not a member, go do it because you can watch all of the Mission Pro shows. And you can also sponsor these matches. We've been talking
Yeah.
about all these matches for the Thriller card, and those are up for sponsorship. So you can email at missionprowrestling@gmail.com and be a part of the Thriller show. And there's a bunch of perks for being a sponsor. Anyone gets thrown. Davina, one of our referees at Mission Pro, says anyone gets thrown on my car, I'll dust my boots off. Uh-oh.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Well,
Separate locker room sounds like it might
we're
be
definitely gonna have
necessary.
to up our security for this October 21st show. There it sounds like there might be some shenanigans, you know.
And a costume contest. There's also a costume contest.
Yes.
So,
And Veda, you are a special costume contest judge and
yeah,
host.
this is a crazy one. So we've got a costume contest. We've got the open casket match that's happening. We've got this title match that, like, again, is so heated, and we're still like a
We have
month away,
we have
maybe
Jasmine
3 weeks.
with Jasmine
Yeah,
versus Brittany Brooks. We have Izzy making
Izzy's
a
back.
return to Mission Pro. And so that's always exciting against Maya World. And if you've seen it, they've been going back and forth on social media as
Mm-hmm.
well. And so that is heating up as well. And we're only like 3.5 weeks away.
I think people forget, like, they know that Izzy's new to in-ring competition, but she is not new to pro wrestling. Like, I feel like people constantly seem to think that they can, like, step up to Izzy and bully Izzy and she's not going to fight back, but she is not new to this. So that's been very
Yeah.
interesting to see as well.
So just to ease your mind, Veda, Brian says that we will send Jeremiah to be Veda's personal secretary. I said secretary. You do you a
I could
secretary?
use a secretary too. I could use an intern, a
An
personal
intern.
assistant, a
Okay.
secretary, all of it.
I might need to take you up on that, Veda. No, personal security. We'll get him a nice outfit. He might actually have an outfit already.
Okay,
We'll
well,
ask him to wear a
if
good
my
polo,
personal
Mission Pro
security could
polo shirt.
also if my personal security could also manage my Google Calendar, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
I don't want that job.
Oh,
Anyway, all right. The chat is going wild about this. And we're not even like, we don't even have our special guest on yet. Davina says the last casket match was insane. So that is true. I'm excited. I love casket matches. This show, Clint says, Clint, a very special supporter of Mission Pro, always tweeting out or Xing out, reposting. I don't know what
we're not
the
doing. Nope.
kids call it these days.
I have to call it tweeting. The other day I had something quoted in an article or something and it said like on X and the first comment was like, what is X? And it's like, yeah, what is X?
What is? I think we all are asking that question.
But yeah, speaking of tough, we should get Christina on here.
I think so too. I think we need to invite our special guest on. I'm excited to get her insight on her debut at Mission Pro Wrestling. And Veda, I think later we're going to talk about your insights as well because
Yeah,
you have been in matches against her.
many
So
matches.
many matches. So we'll get to that. But first, I want to invite our special guest, the courageous one, Christina Marie. Mission Pro, give her a huge welcome. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
guys. How's it going?
Hi.
Good. Welcome to On a Mission. We appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us. And the Mission Pro fans are very excited to see you on October 21st.
I'm looking
And it,
forward to making my debut at Mission Pro for sure now.
yeah, so let's talk a little bit about who you are real quick before we like dive into the Mission Pro stuff because I feel like it is heating up. But I want to learn a little bit about who you are, and I know there's questions in the chat. So who is the courageous one, Christina Marie?
The courageous Christina Marie is someone who doesn't fear no one, has been through some very tough times in her life where fear is not there for me. Also, with the background of being one of the most strongest female athletes in the wrestling business now, and I know that for a fact, is because I can deadlift 450 pounds. I can squat 380 pounds, and I only weigh 135 pounds. So I'm insanely strong. So it just comes from an absolute brave background, a lethal background, savage, army status. That's who the courageous Christina Marie is.
I mean, how did this journey start for you? How did this wrestling journey start for you?
Um, it actually at first I didn't want to become a professional wrestler. I actually wanted to become a UFC fighter. Back in 2015 to 16, um, a lot of things have happened to me. I lost my mother from brain cancer, which caused me to lose all fear to life. That goes with a lot of shit. And I found a school, and I ended up just, you know, stumbling upon it and checked it out, and ever since I stepped foot in a wrestling ring and took my first bump, I knew I was made for something so insane that I can get right back up like it was nothing. Like I was, my tolerance for pain was ridiculous.
That is terrifying. Like it is. It's like it's a kind of like exactly what you're saying, that like if you don't have fear and you don't have like apprehension about anything, like that is a
That
terrifying thing to hear when you're about to step in the ring with someone. For sure.
When
I
you
mean,
have
that's
nothing to lose, when you've lost the most important thing in your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing you can lose, I can lose myself, but there's nothing, more that somebody could take from me, or I have nothing to lose, like I said.
hmm. I mean, that's such a harrowing and brave story that you took your loss and you turned it into uh, something that blossomed for you, because you're in this incredible wrestling business and you're shining. And so how did you take all of that hurt and that pain and turn it into where you are today?
I rep like the courageous Christina Marie represents the courageous people as well, not just only with my courageous experience and throughout life, and also my wrestling journey as well. Represents, the people who fight for us. It represents people who are at war, firefighters. It represents, it could be somebody that you look up to. It's just a symbol of courageous too, because you never want to show fear for the people that you love. So you kind of lose it at the same time. Um, so it kind of goes with all of that. It goes way back with like trauma as far as that. It just, when somebody goes through something like that, it kind of changes a human being in the way they think about their challenges.
I mean, everyone in the chat is knows that you're going to crush it. They're saying that you're going to crush it at Thriller on October 21st, and it sounds like you're taking all of your courage and all of this, and you're bringing it into the ring on October 21st, to not only make your Mission Pro debut, but to face the Mission Pro Wrestling champion. And so that takes courage. And so what was your thought process about, like, how did that come to be? And what makes you feel like you are ready to bring that courage to the ring on October 21st?
I don't know. Just like, Tiffany goes around and says that she has connections. I have connections too. Look at what kind of connection I even got. You know, her first title defense, and I'm traveling all the way from upstate Albany, New York, to face her. See, I kind of run the Northeast right now. There hasn't been anybody that's crushed me, and I kind of been looking for a challenge as well. So to keep this courage burning and to keep my drive going, I got to see what's buzzing around the United States, and what's more buzzing than Tiffany, right? So there was my connection of getting that title opportunity against her. And there's not enough words to explain what I'm going to do to her, especially after when she attacked me from behind when I received her message on Twitter. I like to play dirty. People know I like to play dirty. I know she plays dirty too, very well, but we're very well known. But at least wait till like you see my face. Like, what did I do? I waited for her to turn around. She knew who it was hitting her. So I could play dirty. Two can play dirty. But back to what I was saying, I wanted a challenge. And for me to keep knowing, you know, uh, what's next for me, Tiffany The Mission Pro Women's belt is next for me. I want my bag to be a little heavier.
Well, yeah, I mean, we talk all the time to people who are making their debut for Mission Pro, going to have their first match. It's very rare that their first match is also a championship match. And I don't know, like, especially it being Tiffany's first defense, uh, now that she jumped you, like, is that what we can expect to see out of you as well? Or, like, how? I don't know. Like, is this
we're
gonna
worried
even
about
get to
parking
the
lots.
ring? Yeah,
We're worried
concerned that
about
it's gonna-
parking lots.
There's no bad heat with anybody besides her right now. So, I mean, I would, unless somebody were to stop me, can't say anything else but that. But no, I'm not going to jump anybody. You know, once that music hits, we're going to see. We're going to see who's the toughest. You know, let's see. You know, she wants to play dirty. She wants to say she's going to take out the trash. So, you know, like I said, she's nothing but a clown face to me.
We got a bunch of people in the chat who are supporting Tiffany, but we also have a lot of people in the chat who are not only supporting Christina Marie, but are like clearly, like Lisa Carlin here says Christina Marie's the bell collector of the Northeast.
Yeah.
I honestly cannot argue with that. But yeah, like it already seems like this is so heated even from a fan perspective too. So
Well,
I
it's
am pumped.
very divided. I mean, it's very divided online. Christina, I don't know if you saw, there's lots of people kind of in Tiffany's, in Tiffany's side, and then, on your side. And so what are some things you can kind of tell the Mission Pro fans to potentially get them on your side? Because we've had a lot of debuts here at Mission Pro, and Mission Pro fans like to kind of go for the underdog. Not necessarily calling you the underdog, but what can you tell Mission Pro fans that they can either expect or, try to support you?
You can love me, you can hate me. It's never gonna dictate what I'm gonna do at the end of that night. At the end of that match, it doesn't matter if I get another person to cheer me, another person that hates me, and make another person cry. It's not gonna change the outcome that's gonna happen. This is some serious shit. And if you're a fan or not, you hate me, boo me, you're a Tiffany's fan. You got some real bad taste. But I'm just gonna say, hey, boys and girls, men and women, just take a seat and watch. Just watch me work. Watch me throw their Mission Pro Women's Champion around that ring like a rag doll. Love me or hate me.
We got front row here who says getting Taz vibes from Christina Marie. Beat me if you can, survive if I let you. But I mean, that's kind of what you're saying, is that we see
Survival.
a lot of times people we see get thrown, when they step into a new ring and they get booed or they pay too much attention to the fans. But like already with you already declaring that that's not going to matter, like that's cold.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people in the chat are like, the strongest will survive. Like, this is definitely something to watch. But I would love to get Veda's insights real quick, because we have an interesting scenario here. We have Veda and Christina Marie have actually faced each other in the ring. So many times,
and I'm usually for a championship. And I gotta say, when I call Christina the belt collector of the Northeast, I've never beaten her for any of those titles. I have not.
You know what's so funny? I was actually looking through YouTube earlier, and your blog for Mortal Championship Wrestling popped up, and you said the same thing, and I just watched that probably like an hour ago.
We've wrestled each other many times. I don't think I've ever beaten Christina Marie. If I have, it was a fluke, because truly, when she says she's the strongest, like, nobody throws you around like this. Again, Tiffany, I respect her as a champion. I think she's phenomenal, but this is beyond a threat. Like, this might be a very short range. I'm short range for Tiffany Nieves. I think I'm supposed to be impartial about this.
You're supposed to be impartial, Veda.
But, okay, but this could be a big debut and this could be a title change. That's all I'm saying.
But you're saying that from like a Veda wrestler perspective.
Yeah, I am.
Because you are on commentary for the show, so that's gonna have a definitely interesting dynamic there.
And I will say this: I've never faced Tiffany Nieves. I've never wrestled her, so I don't know physically what she's capable of. I have watched and called many of her matches, and I know how talented she is. And even though we talk about how sometimes, yes, she does, play a little dirty, she is Mission Pro champion, and she did earn that, even if she had to cut some corners to get there.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one,
I can play dirty too. I don't know if you heard my reputation.
And
so
hold on, we've got another question here. From Brian, and as echoed by Ari Davis, we have to ask you, Godzilla or King Kong?
Very important.
We have to ask.
Godzilla or King Kong? King Kong.
Oh
wow!
Okay.
I've never been asked that.
We're gonna have some like upset fans in the chat, but that's okay.
But as Christina Marie has
come on, guys, it's 10:30 at night.
She doesn't care.
I know. So I'm gonna bring up this other question from Joseph Boza. So we heard from Tiffany. So Tiffany was on a mission show talking to us that Christina can't do nothing without Daniel Parker. Why is Tiffany worried about Daniel Parker? What does he bring to the table? So I thought I would ask you, Christina.
Daniel Parker has, it's so funny. It's it's funny to hear these little things that piss Tiffany off. Like the little careless things, she's just going to use all this energy, all this anger, and it's not going to get her anywhere. A lot of people try to speak for me. I speak for myself, because when I say something, or I do something. There's no going back. So I don't know. I have no idea. I speak for myself, though.
I'm trying to look at some other questions from the chat here. This is a good one from Front Row. What type of music gets you ready for your match?
I listened to recently a lot of like Limp Bizkit. I'm a big Breaking Benjamin and a lot of Yellow Wolf and all that stuff. A lot of storytelling metal music. I'm something to just get your heart rate going, especially a song that might touch close to home to you. I know everybody has certain songs, even if it's not ideally but it just kind of gets you going. So, makes your mind very focused on what you need to do. So I like my old entrance song used to be Blow Me Away, Breaking Benjamin, Only the Strongest Can Survive. So that's why a lot of people know that's like my slogan. So I kind of say that a lot. But I would say hands down Breaking Benjamin and Limp Bizkit. That's what's up.
All right, we'll have to have some music ready to go.
Yeah.
Sean Douglas in the chat says, so I have there's some predictions here in the question. After she beats Tiffany for the MPW championship and adds the belt to the collection, what championship is next? Because like I said, courageous forever. And that was like all caps.
What is next?
What's next?
We didn't even get to October 21st.
I know. Sean, you have to watch October 21st on Title Match. That's what's next.
Well, meanwhile, we've got Ruben down here. Says, Christina beating La Princesa. I highly doubt it. Tiffany all the way. So we're going to have to get Ruben and Sean to fight it out, maybe.
I think so.
I don't know.
But no parking lot duels.
Right? Well, back to what Sean was saying is, I'm looking into hopefully going international by the beginning of the year. I just had a lot of issues with being able to get my passport because I was moving and everything else like that and all my situations. So right now I'm hoping to go to Canada and stuff soon. So I'm hoping to just step outside the US since it's been 7.5 years I've been doing this. So I'd say not just ideally championships, like my goal is to be the best I can ever be, the best athlete I can be, the best women's professional wrestler. Um, but I would love to try to hit all 50 states and go international and Mexico. I would love to be able to say like, hey, I've traveled the world with doing what I love, in the midst of it. So in the midst of it, while I'm trying to cross these borders, I'm just trying to see what has most buzz right now. So I heard in Buffalo, ESW, that's actually where me and Veda wrestled. Um, they're having a women's competition soon, so hopefully I'll be over there. But right now I'm in the process of also getting my CCW Network Championship back from Ultraviolet too. So
Yeah,
right
someone
now that's
mentioned
my
that as
focus.
well.
That's my focus right now between Tiffany right now, like I'm, you know, um, and also just attacking me from behind. I wish I had just got rid of the bruise from her attacking me from behind. It was just like petty.
I mean, what do you have to tell? I mean, I know you've been. What is your response to Tiffany? Because like she attacked you after that message. I mean, you obviously gave a physical response, but what does this mean? Like we're a few weeks away. Um, any last words for Tiffany?
It doesn't stop here. So you wanted to start playing these games, Tiffany? It's not going to stop. So October 21st, it's going to be the worst day of your life. It's going to be the shortest day of your life.
Wow. Ooh.
Scary.
I'm
Very scary.
nervous. I'm very nervous.
And
I'm nervous.
I will say this, we are seeing a lot more people than usual betting against the incoming champ than we normally have for these championship matches. There are a lot more people in the chat who are Team Christina Marie. And I think like you're convincing people right now.
I think
Like,
so, and
yeah.
I think we have like a
Tiffany is
crossover
not
audience here.
Tiffany is not a badass. She's a wannabe badass. That's a hidden clown. She's a hidden clown. And it's just insane. She just had a lucky night. When she became the Mission Pro Women's Champion, she had a lucky night. They happen. They happen to the worst people. Bad people get good luck. We've seen it. So karma's the biggest hitting bitch. And that's coming for her. When I become. That's it.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Team Courageous. I mean,
Again, like usually
Thriller for sure. I might have to.
usually
I'm gonna put a bag over her head. She wants to call me trash. Okay.
I mean, we're gonna have to confiscate all trash bags in the venue.
I don't remember who said it in the chat, but someone mentioned that Christina Marie is drinking out of a gallon, so he takes everything
Yes.
she says extremely seriously.
I totally forget.
It is true. It is.
Like, I
That's
will
very
not question
serious.
a word that she says. I believe she will be champion.
Yeah,
I've been
Ezra
doing this for like 10 years, and you can ask Veda. I've probably had a gallon in the locker room every time too.
I mean, that's what you do. Ezra says these two are gonna be beat. I think it's supposed to beat the hell out of each other, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone is. Yeah, I think this has been the most active chat since we've had
For
a
real.
wrestler come on that has been so divisive, or even leaning towards the debut competitor. So this is really interesting. Christina Marie, you have definitely livened up the chat, and the Mission Pro fans are so excited, slightly scared to have you debut on October 21st, but we're ready. We're ready for it. And now Tiffany has to be prepared and ready to go.
She better be.
Well, Well, Christina, where can everyone follow you on social media? And do you have merchandise that you'll be bringing in October?
I will be having t-shirts and new 8x10s at Mission Pro. My social media handle, Twitter is CourageousCM. My Instagram is Miss_Christina Marie. You can find me on Facebook as well under Courageous Christina Marie.
Amazing. So everyone go follow Christina Marie and then watch MPW Thriller on October 21st on Title Match Network. Veda will be on call and Christina Marie will be in the main event against the Mission Pro champion, Tiffany Nieves. Thank you, Christina, for joining us, and we'll see you in October.
Yes.
See you guys in October. Don't worry.
Bye.
You guys will be able to walk through the parking lots, okay?
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. I'm a little nervous. We're going to have
No
extra
worries.
security.
Christina said it's going to happen in the ring. She says it's going to happen in the ring.
All right. I'm going to keep her word on that.
I promise.
Okay. All right.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
All right. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Okay, what the heck?
Okay,
like
Veda,
I said, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Tiffany should be scared. Tiffany should be scared.
And you've wrestled her before.
I've like I said, I've wrestled her several times before, and I don't think I've ever beaten her. She truly is a belt collector, like all up and down the Northeast. She's constantly winning championships. And she even said that, like, it really might just be a matter of that she hasn't been to Mission Pro before, that she's not Mission Pro champion. And, like, with her track record collecting titles, like, that gets a little hard to argue with. Like, seems like where Christina Marie shows up.
She has all the gold to back it up. Yeah. So, but Tiffany did recently earn some new gold to add to her collection as well. So we have like 2 gold collectors coming to Mission Pro. So
yeah,
it's an interesting dynamic. I feel like there's egos and some confidence in play here.
For sure. 2 people who are just used to being champions. And unfortunately, only one of them can walk out champion on October 21st. So there's that, I think, is the central conflict of this match. Just 2 people who are used to being winners, but we can only have one winner.
Yeah, I mean, 21st. Everyone is terrified of Christina Marie. Front row is like, wow, she terrifies me. Joseph Boza says, Christina is playing with house money. Nobody before this interview was expecting her to beat Tiffany.
Right?
But holy shit.
Like, again, I've been doing On a Mission with you for quite a while now. We've done interviews with many challengers for many championships. And especially when the person, is a little bit newer to Mission Pro, people acknowledge, their accolades elsewhere. But usually the favorite is going to be the reigning champ. That tends to be how it goes. In this case, though, I was seeing people within the chat, like, maybe changing their prediction as Christina
and
talked
we've
to them.
never had that happen.
Right. That's intense. So this, I don't know.
This will definitely have to have our prediction show as it gets closer. We'll definitely break this down even more. Maybe we'll have even some more special guests. Who knows? That we might have Christina might run in. I don't know. Just have a run in.
I don't know.
But this will be definitely a match of the night. Lots of people in the chat are saying that it will be a match of the night, and everyone will have to watch this one.
Super intense.
And watch the show. If you all haven't gotten your tickets, go to missionprowrestling.com or Eventbrite and look up Mission Pro Wrestling, and you can find all of our events. And you can watch it on Title Match, as always. Veda will be on the call, and we're excited to have you back at Mission Pro.
Yes, I'm so pumped.
We'll have extra security for you, so don't worry.
I don't know, like, if you were not already convinced that you had to catch Thriller on Title Match, this has to be it. Like, the intensity of this championship match is just, like, I was getting chills. It's just like, it's a coldness that I think just shows, like, she means business. And I don't know, this one, I can't call this one. Like I said, normally I'd have to go for the champ, but I don't know. But yeah, everyone check it out.
Yeah, everyone check it out. If you're up for sponsoring this main event match, let us know, or any of the matches or any of the wrestlers, let us know. Email us at missionprowrestling@gmail.com and get involved and be a part of the Thriller show. If you're coming to San Antonio, bring those costumes. I want to see all of your favorite costumes, all of your Halloween. There's some fun ones. Dress as Barbie, dress as Ken, dress as whatever you want. And I can't wait to see it. Veda will be our special Halloween
Yes.
costume contest judge. And I want to see all ages. It's open to all ages. So,
Sick.
all right. Veda, where can everyone follow you?
You can find
for
me
your
at
adventures?
Twitter/the X, whatever we're calling it now, at It's Veda Time. From there you'll find my link tree that has all of my other sites, all of that. And I always put my schedule up on that account as well. So I'll always tweet like where I'm gonna be that week. So check that out. I think I just tweeted that today. But yeah, so that's where you can find me.
Amazing. You're very busy, and we're lucky to have you a part of On a Mission and the Mission Pro shows. So thank you for joining us every week and putting up with me. Thank you all so much in the chat for joining us every
Yes.
Tuesday for On a Mission.
Chat was bumping tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Join us on Thursdays for Mission Pro Unmatched, where we break down the news of Mission Pro and the news of women's wrestling. And that is a great, great show. And so you don't want to miss it. Sometimes there's some special guests that pop on as well. And so join us 9 p.m. on Thursdays. Like, follow, subscribe to Mission Pro Wrestling on all of our social platforms, here on YouTube for all of our special matches of the week and content. Thank you all so much for supporting Mission Pro and women's wrestling. We will see you next week.